Good morning, children.
Morning, ma'am.
So yesterday's class, we discussed about trigonometric ratios. We learned the definition and we did 1 or 2 questions applying that ratio. Isn't it? Okay, just once again, recall all the formulas that we have learned. What about sine A? What about sine A? What's the formula we have learned for sine?
Opposite side by adjacent.
Sine is opposite side by hypotenuse. What about cos? Lolita, cos of the angle is? Lolita. Lolita.
Yes,
Cos of angle A is?
hypotenuse by side opposite to angle A.
Cos, not cosec. Cos A.
Side adjacent to angle A and by hypotenuse AB by AC.
Okay, that one no need to learn by heart. Okay, only thing you have to learn is adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay, that one will vary. The naming part will vary based on the triangle. The naming part will vary. Then
Okay, ma'am.
Rose. Tan. Define tan.
Side opposite to A by side adjacent to angle A.
Yes, very good. Opposite by adjacent. What about tan in terms of sine and cos? Aditya?
Adjacent side by
Okay, listen to the question. Tan in terms of sine and cos.
sine
Hmm.
by cos.
Sine A by cos A. Tan A is sine A by cos A. Okay, Rifa. What about cosec A? Cosec A.
Ma'am, 1 by sine A.
It is 1 by sine A. Okay. Pratyush, reciprocal of tan A. Reciprocal of tan A. Pratyush. Reciprocal of tan A. Pratyush. What's the reciprocal of tan A? Pratyush. Okay, John, tell me, John, what about reciprocal of tan? Tan A, reciprocal of tan A is?
Ma'am,
Reciprocal of tan. Adjacent by opposite. But when we ask reciprocal of tan, what is reciprocal of tan A? Yes, Pia, it is correct. It is cot A.
1 by
Reciprocal is cot. Okay, don't say 1 by cot. That one will go wrong. Reciprocal of cot is tan. Reciprocal of tan A is cot A. Okay, now let's do a few more questions. Before that, let us write some notes. Okay, the notes, the points which you are writing are important, very important points. Before the exam, you should go through it. Okay, write this note. Now listen, children. Suppose we are given a right angle triangle. Suppose we are given a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle. So which is the longest side? Which is the longest side?
AC.
AC. In triangle ABC, we know that AC is the longest side because it is the hypotenuse. Okay. AC is the longest side. Okay, listen, children, this is a very important point, very important 1 more question concept. Okay. Now, suppose I am defining sine of angle A. What is sine of angle A by definition? Sine is, what is the definition? Opposite by hypotenuse. So we get BC by AC. Similarly, you look at the angle cos A. Look at the ratio cos A. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So which is the adjacent side? AB by AC. What can you say about these two ratios? What can you say about these two ratios? Okay. Will it be greater than 1, less than 1? What can you say about these two ratios? Which is the longest
Less than
side? Why?
AC is the longest side.
Very good. Okay, whenever we are given a fraction like this, look at the fraction 2 by 3. Whenever the denominator is greater than the numerator, this value will be less than 1. But at times, okay, at times that we will be learning it. Okay, at times means when it becomes 0, when the angle becomes 0, you'll get 1. That we will be learning in the next section. Okay, so here you keep it in your mind, sin A and cos A will never become less than 1. Sin A, sorry, will never become greater than 1. Sin and cos, we know that denominator is always greater than or equal to numerator. So in all these two cases, for sin and cos, the value will be less than or equal to 1. Okay, so write down that one. The value of sin A or cos A, write down this. The value of sin A or cos A is less than or equal to 1. Value of sin A or cos A. Ashik, write down. Note down this point. It's important one. The value of sin A or cos A is less than or equal to 1. Why it is less than or equal to 1? Why? Why, Arjun? Why we are saying this value is less than or equal to 1? Why we say this sign, the trigonometric ratio sine or cos is always less than or equal to 1. Why?
AC is the longest.
Always, okay. The definition of sine is opposite by hypotenuse. Definition of cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the longest side. So the denominator will be always greater than. So whenever the denominator is greater than the numerator, the value of the fraction, the value will be always less than or equal to. Equal to 1, you will get in one special case. That is, that we will be learning in the next case. So it will be always less. It will never exceed 1. Okay. So suppose for the exam, the question will be like this. The question will be like this. Sin A is equal to 5 by 3. Justify. Only this much will be given. Nothing will be given. What is your answer? Sin A is 5 by 3. Justify. What is your answer? What will be your answer? Sine of some angle is 5 by 3. Justify. Yes. What is your answer? What you will write?
It won't be true.
It is not true. It is impossible. Okay, it is not possible. Impossible. Why? Because we can write the definition. Sin A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, denominator must be greater than the numerator. But look at here, we have numerator is bigger, so which is not possible. Is it clear? If they give like this, look at this, hypotenuse is 3. Is it possible? So which is not possible. The question will be simply this much. Is it possible? Is it justify? Justify means you have to give the answer. Why it is not possible? Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Naribama? Rose? Is it okay? Oh. Okay. Rajot? Okay. Is it okay, Rajot?
Yes, ma'am.
See, children, these notes, yes,
Ma'am, so always denominator should be less than numerator.
for sine and cos. For sine and cos. Okay,
For
why?
sine and cos, it should be less than.
Numerator must be less than the denominator, because denominator we have the hypotenuse. Okay, suppose it is given like this. Suppose sine A is 3/4. Then it is okay. It is correct. It is possible because denominator is the hypotenuse. We know that hypotenuse is the longest side. It is allowed. Okay. Now look at the next one. Suppose they give CK is equal to 3/5. Justify. CK is 3/5. Justify. See, whenever you write this type of notes, note it separate. Okay, I have told you keep another color pen. Mark it as very important. This one and all you should go through it before the exam. CK is 3/5. Justify.
It is not possible.
It is impossible. Why? Answer is correct. Why?
CK is reciprocal of cos A, so
Very good.
hypotenuse should be larger. 3 is not.
Yes, correct. CK is 3/5 means cos A is 5/3. But what is the definition of cos? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Is it possible? No, isn't it? Hypotenuse is the longest one. Look at here. Here we have the numerator as the greater one. Therefore, this is impossible. This is not possible. Okay. Now listen. Now listen, children. Suppose we don't know one number in max. Okay, while solving one problem, suppose we don't know the value of the number. Usually we take that number, unknown quantity as
X.
X. Okay, X. Whenever we don't know some number means we take it as X. Likewise here, okay, angle. Angle, here we are going to learn one new notation called theta. Look at here, the symbol we call it as theta. What is this? Theta. Okay, in physics and all you might be using this. This symbol we call it as theta. Ashik? Arjun? Is it okay? So hereafter theta means this is a symbol. Okay, instead of writing sine X, we denote this as sine theta, cos theta. Okay, sine theta, cos theta. Lolita, is it okay? Haya? Okay, theta is the symbol we represent for the angles. Theta. Okay, Melvin? Is it clear? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, one more point we are going to learn. That is also an important 1 mark concept. Write down. Now, you consider one right angle triangle. Suppose PQR is a right angle triangle, right angled at Q. Okay. PQR is a right angle triangle, right angled at Q. What is sine P? What is sine P? By the definition, what you will get sine P?
Opposite by hypotenuse.
Opposite by hypotenuse. So what you will get?
QR by PR.
QR by PR. Okay. Now find out what is cos R. What will be cos R? What is cos R?
Adjacent by hypotenuse.
Adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay, so look at what is the adjacent side of angle R?
QR.
QR. It is QR by PR. Now comparing this, what you can say? Compare these two ratios. What you can say?
Same.
Comparing this, what we can say? Can we say, sorry, this is P. This is R. So what you can say? Look at your sine of P is equal to cos R. Is it correct? Sine of one acute angle in a triangle. If it is a if it is a right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degree means other two angles will be acute. So sine of one acute angle will be same as cos of the other acute angle. Cos sine of one acute angle will be same as cos of the other acute angle. Similarly, what will be cos P? Can you guess? Cos P will be same as
Sin R.
sin R. Okay. So this is an important point. Okay. Sin P will be same as cos R. Cos P will be same as sin R. Look at here. Yes. Savio, is it Savio? Your voice is breaking, Savio. It's not clear. Repeat it, Savio. Once again, you repeat it.
Ma'am, do we have to write that?
Yes. Yes. These are all important 1 mark questions. So now look at here, children. What about sum of P plus R? What is sum of the angles P plus R? What you will get?
180 degree.
How? P plus R. It is a right angle triangle. PQR is a right angle triangle. So what is P plus
180
R?
minus
90.
It is 90. Is that no? P plus R is 90. Sum of two angles are 90 means what can you say about that angles? Sum of two angles is 90. Then
Acute.
sum is 90. Sum of it is
Tangent.
complementary angles. Complementary angles. Okay, so sine, the complement of sine P, complement of angle sine P will be same as cos P. Complement of sine P will be same as, cos P. Okay, P plus R is 90.
Right.
Yes, values are equal. If you take this complement, sine of P will be same as cos of R. Sorry, cos P. Complement means what? You take this as 90. Okay. 90 minus P you will take. Complement of sine P will be same as cos of P. Okay, this point you note it down, children. In an acute angle, sine P will be same as cos R. That P and Q are 90 degree. Okay, now based on this, let's do some questions. Write down.
Can you show the board again?
Actually, this term, this complementary part, for the time being, they have deleted in your syllabus. But this 1 mark question you can expect. Okay, This type of questions will be asked. Sin P will be same as cos R, because this is based on definitions. We are not going with the complementary. Complementary part in your textbook, one small section is there. Complementary angles, that is deleted.
Ma'am, then how complement of sin P is cos P?
That is why, okay, one small proof is there. That proof, it is deleted for you. Okay. Sin P, the complement of sin P will be cos P.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, what is complement of angle P? What is complement of P? Is it R? Complement of angle P is R. So what is the complement of sin P?
Cos R.
Cos R.
Okay, but R, how we can write? We'll be writing in terms of 90 minus. Okay, that proof is not there, children. So for the time being, you leave this, but you note these two terms. This, you note down this one. That one small proof is there, one small section they have deleted this year. But these terms, we are not using the complementary. Without using complementary, we can write sin P is cos R, cos P is same as sin R. Now, let us do some questions. Is it over, John? Sana? Shall we do the next one? Afsana? Yes? Okay, so write the question. Write the question. Consider triangle ACB. Consider triangle ACB in which AB is equal to 29 units, in which AB is equal to 29 units, BC is equal to 21 units, angle C is 90 degree. Angle C is 90 degree. Angle ABC is equal to theta. Angle ABC is equal to theta. Determine sin square theta plus cos square theta. First one. Second one. Cos square theta minus sin square theta.
Ma'am, can you repeat those things?
Consider triangle ACB. Okay, consider triangle ACB in which AB is 29 units, BC is 21 units, angle C is 90, angle ABC is theta. Angle ABC is theta. Determine, first one, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Second one, cos square theta minus sin square theta. Okay. How to do this? So we are given a triangle. We are given with a triangle. In triangle ACB. Okay. In triangle ACB, angle C is 90 degree. Angle C is given as 90 degree. Then AB is given as 29 units. BC is given as 21 units. Angle ABC is theta. So acute angle, instead of taking X and Y, here the angle is marked as theta. This is the figure given. We want to find what is sine square theta plus cos square theta. What is cos square theta minus sine square theta. So how will you do this? The ratios are
We
given,
should
isn't it?
find AC.
Very good. First, we should find out AC. So using Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC, using Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. AB is already given. So 29 square is equal to AC square plus 21 square. Therefore, what will be AC square?
(841 minus 441), 400.
Okay, 841 minus 441, which is 400. So AC square is 400. Therefore, what will be AC?
20.
20. AC, we got this as, we are getting this value as 20. So now we know all the three sides of the right angle triangle. So for the right angle triangle, if all the three sides are known, we can define the ratio. We can define the ratio. Okay, we are going to define the ratio. So I'm going to define what is sine theta. Melvin, what is the definition of sine theta? Melvin, what is the definition of sine? Melvin, what is the definition of sine theta? What is the definition of sine?
Opposite by hypotenuse.
Very good. Opposite by hypotenuse. So which is the side opposite to theta? It is AC. By which is the hypotenuse? It is the longest side, AB. So we get 20 by 29. This is sine theta. Now find out cos theta. What is the definition of cos theta? Meghna, what is cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay. So what about the adjacent side? Adil, give the adjacent side, Adil. Adil Muhammad. Okay, Afsana, give the adjacent side, Afsana. Adjacent side of theta, adjacent side of angle theta. Which is the adjacent side of angle theta, Afsana?
CB.
It is CB by, what about the hypotenuse?
AB.
AB, which is 21 by 29. So sine theta we have, cos theta we have. So once we get the values, let us start with the what we have to calculate. Look at the question. We want to find, first one is sine square theta plus cos square theta. Children, please note, sine square theta means it is same as sine theta the whole square. What is meant by sine square theta? It is same as sine theta the whole square. Similarly, what is cos square theta? Cos theta the whole square. Sine theta the whole square plus cos theta the whole square. Now, what is the value of sine theta? It is 20 by 29, the whole square. Cos theta, it is 21 by 29, the whole square. That is equivalent to, yes. And Mary, What is 20 square by 29 square?
400 by
8. 400 by 841 plus 21 square is 441 by 841. Now the denominator is same, so we can add the numerator. So when we add the numerator, we get 400 plus 441, which is equal to 841 by 841, which is equivalent to 1. Therefore, we get sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay, therefore, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Is it okay? Fia? Okay, we are asked to find sine square theta plus cos square theta. Sine square theta means sine theta the whole square. What? Okay, Fia. Cos square theta means it is cos theta the whole square. So what is sine theta? 20 by 29 the whole square. What is cos theta? 21 by 29 the whole square. We square it and we simplify. Suppose it is sine cube theta. What is meant by sine cube theta? Surya? Surya is present? Yes, Johan? What does sine cube theta means? Sine square theta means sine theta the whole square. So what will be sine cube theta? Johan, I think are you traveling?
Can you show the board?
Yes, Heinz, you?
Can you show the board?
Is it over, Heinz, you?
Okay, 1 minute.
Ma'am, were you taking the attendance before?
Yes.
Ma'am, in between the power went off and I left.
Okay. Now write the next one. Write the next one. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. Evaluate first one. 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Second one, cot square theta. Cot square theta. Evaluate. First one is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine square theta. Sorry, 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. And the second one is cot square theta. The second one is cot square theta. Okay, now how to do this? Okay, first we are given like this. First thing is you draw the triangle, apply the definition and draw the triangle. What's the definition? What is the definition of cot theta? What is the definition we have learned for adjacent by opposite side? Okay, so first you draw the triangle. Here the figure is not given, so you can name it. You can name A, B, C. Theta is defined, so theta will be some acute angle. Two acute angles are there, so any one of the acute angle you name it as theta. So cot theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So which is the side adjacent to theta? AB, we can take it as 7. And opposite side, we can take it as 8. Cot theta is adjacent by opposite. So you can draw, you can name is not given means you can name. Instead of ABC, you can name it as PQR, XYZ. You'd mark one of the acute angle as theta. You can mark one of the acute angle as theta. So cot theta is 7 by 8, which is equivalent to adjacent by opposite. So from the right angle triangle, in right angle triangle ABC, what is AC square? By Pythagoras theorem, we can write AC square as AB square plus BC square. 7 square plus 8 square. What is 7 square? 49 plus 64, which is 113. Therefore, AC will be equal to root of 113. So we will be getting the numbers with root also. Okay. So don't expect the full numbers all the time. We'll be getting the numbers like with root. AC will be equal to root 113. Now look at the question. In the question, we want sine theta and cos theta. In the question, we want to find what is sine theta and cos theta. So find out what is sine theta. What is sine theta? By definition, what is sine theta? It is opposite by hypotenuse. So which is the side opposite to theta? BC by AC. So it is 8 by root 113. Similarly, you find out what is cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So the adjacent side is AB by AC. We get that is 7 by root 113. AB by root 113. 7 by root 113. Now let us evaluate the first part. So what is asked in the first one? First one we have to find 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. See, can you use any identity here? Which identity you can use? Is it of the form? Yes, which identity you can use here? Is it of the form? Very good. A plus B into A minus B, which is A square minus B square. So we can write this as 1 square minus sine theta the square. A square minus B square by 1 square minus cos theta the square. Now substitute the values. 1 square is 1 minus, what is sine theta? 8 by root 113 the whole square by 1 minus cos theta. It is 7 by root 113 the whole square. So we get 1 minus 64 by 113 by 1 minus 49 by 113. Now take the LCM. When you take the LCM, what you will get? 113 minus 64 by 113 by 113 minus 49 by 113. These two denominators will get cancelled. 113 minus 64 means it is 49 by 64. It is 49 by 64 because when we add When we add 49 and 64 only, we will get 113, isn't it? While we calculating the hypotenuse. So if you subtract 64, you will get 49. If you subtract 49 from 113, we will get 64. So the first one we have calculated. And what is the second one? It is cot square theta. Cot square theta means cot theta the whole square. What is the value of cot theta? It is given in the question. Cot theta is 7/8. It is given. So when you square it, you'll get 49/64. The question is just you have to evaluate. You have to find all those things. Is it okay? Please check your answers. Is it clear? Now answer your attendance. Okay, children. Thank you. Thank you.